Alright, quick update on ApeCoin. So to start off with, if you think this chart looks weird, it is because I am using the Heikin-Ashi candles instead of these traditional Japanese candlesticks. Traditional Japanese candlesticks look like this. I'm using the Heikin-Ashis. If you wonder why I'm using the Heikin-Ashis, it's because they characterize uptrends and downtrends much better than traditional Japanese candlesticks. I won't explain how they're calculated, how they're used and all that, because it will just take up too much time in this video. But if you want to learn how they're used, click on my channel, go on my educational playlist, and I have a video on how to use Heikin-Ashi. So in yesterday's video, we made an update and we said, I think we were somewhere round about here, because the Heikin-Ashi started to turn green on the 4-hourly, and I said, in my opinion, it does look like we are starting to head up. We are basically at the same price as we were yesterday, but I did say keep an eye on the 4-hourly close. If we do have a 4-hourly close turn green on the Heikin-Ashis, then it would be very bullish. And unfortunately, it looks like we must have been somewhere around about here, because we turned green, and then obviously the 4-hourly close came and it was red, so we knew that the downtrend hadn't finished. But nonetheless, the Heikin-Ashis have turned green right now, so I do believe that we are still in this nice uptrend. So I'm actually going to move this this trend line down to here now. This is, one of the number one reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of using trend lines, because you can draw them 1,000,001 ways. We could have, a million breakdowns, and you could just draw them a different way and say, oh, we're still bullish, we're still bullish, we're still bullish, we're still bullish, until we absolutely fall off the table. So I don't plan on changing this uptrend anymore. I do think we have bottom though, because we've put in 2 consecutive green Heikin-Ashi candles on the 4-hourly right now, and previously when we have done this, we always continue with an uptrend unless they are doji candles. And just so you know, at least in my analysis, when I analyze charts based on the Heikin-Ashis, we don't trade based on doji candles. So if we're in a downtrend and we see green the green doji candles, we just count those as a red candle. On the flip side as well, if you look, once we initiated this uptrend, we have 2 red doji candles right here. Once again, it's the opposite with those. We don't count doji candles, so we just continue, we just consider these as another green candle. So nonetheless, like I've been saying, ApeCoin has very, very good respect for the Heikin-Ashi candles, especially on the 4-hourly. I haven't checked this on the daily simply because there's not too much data. You can see it's pretty much been green the whole time on the Heikin-Ashis on the daily. We've got 2 red doji candles coming in right now, but nonetheless we are still in this big uptrend for ApeCoin. So I think this is the bottom. I think we're going to start to head up. What I said in yesterday's video is we've got 2 scenarios. Number 1, we start to head up until we make another local top up here around about the $16.80. We come down and keep on stepping up, because it seems to me this is what we're doing. We have higher lows, sorry, and we haven't made, well, we're making higher highs in the shorter time frame. We still haven't taken out this all-time high, but nonetheless we are stepping up. We've got a lower high there, higher low, sorry. We're going up, higher high in the micro time frame, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this is what I think we're doing. I think we're just step accumulating to the upside, and the 4-hourly Heikin-Ashis, like I said, very well characterize this uptrend going on for ApeCoin. So nonetheless, this is scenario 1. I think we are heading up to $16.80 either way, and this is the conservative target. The more bullish prediction would be that we do break over the top of this. So if we do manage to break over the top round about $17 and have a push up from 17, I do think we would be taking out the $18 all-time high and then starting to have a rally. And we're not that close to the all-time high that I feel the need to keep this fib on the table, but I've highlighted this before. Once we do break above this all-time high at $18, that would be a very, very nice trade all the way up to $23.70. And then after that, we've got $32 to take out, $41 and $47. So do I think this is a target for this week? No, I don't. This is a long-term target in my opinion. From what I can see, ApeCoin so far is step accumulating to the upside. Obviously, $40 is definitely on the table, because if we look at some exchanges like Binance US, when this was listed, this was listed around the vicinity of around $88 on this massive wick that we had here. So obviously a lot of people who had Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs sold them, and you know, I probably would have done the same, to be fair, but nonetheless we did get in when this listed on Coinbase around about the $7. We've just hit about a 2x today. So since our first video when we did make this on the $7 region, we're up about 94-95%. So all in all, we're looking pretty good right now. Either way, I do think we are heading up to the $16.78, which, like I said, is about a 17% increase from where we are now. But the number one level I'd be looking to take out is this previous all-time high. And that's pretty much all I see for ApeCoin. Like I said, the Heikin-Ashi candles are very well respected on this crypto. So if you don't know how to use them, go check out my educational playlist. That's if you want to learn how to use them. But nonetheless, like I said, if you just want a quick run through of what Heikin-Ashis are, they're basically called the average bar or the average candle in Japanese. And all you really need to know is they characterize uptrends and downtrends a lot better than regular Japanese candlesticks. You can see we've got a sea of red here in this downtrend, a sea of green for this uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. And if we come over to the Japanese, it's like, you know, we're in an uptrend, but we've got green, red, 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 green, green, red. It's very confusing looking at this sometimes on the Japanese candlesticks. So while the first time you use Heikin-Ashis, they might look a bit weird, but honestly I find these easier to read than Japanese candlesticks. So like I said, if you want to learn about these, I've got an educational playlist with a bunch of videos in there aimed at, you know, technical analysis. This is one of the videos I've made, how to use Heikin-Ashi, so if you're interested, it's there if you want to watch it. But nonetheless, I still do think we are heading up. If we come down to the one daily, or the daily to finish this off, I mean, there's still not really any data that we can pull from this. There's no RSI or money flow indicator that I can really analyze on the daily. So as this is still a fairly new coin, we are going to be, you know, judging this based on the 4-hourly until we get a bit more data on the daily. So if you are an ApeCoin, best of luck. Like I said, I think we are still bullish. I think the bottom was around this region and we are starting to head up. The 4-hourly Heikin-Ashi candles prove that we are back in this uptrend. So yeah, I think we've got about a 17% increase coming in the next couple of days, maybe the next day or so. And yeah, that's all I see for ApeCoin. Best of luck if you are in ApeCoin. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.